Are you facing a serious battle with a formidable opponent like Goliath? Are you feeling small, weak, and useless? Do you know, just like David, there are 5 stones you can use to defeat your giants in your life? 5 actions, 5 attitudes are waiting. That's all it'll take. And I'm sure David, like you, too, did not need a huge army. He didn't even have top of the line or best weapons designed by man, or he didn't even wear what was required for a soldier at his time to be safest. My name is Jim Wallace. I'm on staff at Crossroads International, and this morning I want to complete this series on a way to remind you to look at faith, and that's all you need is a whole lot of faith in an awesome God to face down the giants in your life. And last week we introduced the 5 stones that take to defeat your giant, and in detail, the stone of commitment and the stone of courage and the stone of communications last week. And as we finish the topic today, I want to look at the last 2 stones. And what stone do you need? Let's get right to it. Number 4 was the stone of capability. Sure, David was considered by most of his peers, most of the leaders, and well, even his family to be too weak, too young, too inexperienced to be a soldier. Yet David did have skills, didn't he? For if you read the Word of God, you will find that as a shepherd, he worked hard to protect the flocks he was in charge of. He fought off both lions and bears with only a club in his bare hands and that sling that he used to defeat Goliath. Here, as David was facing Goliath, we learn instead of focusing on what he lacked, like David, we need to take stock of what we could bring to the fight. Your giant may be stronger, he may be bigger, he may be smarter. So what? You are capable too. Ask God to show you what you have instead of worrying what you don't have. Number 5, the stone of confidence. Yet David was courageous for sure, but in whom did he place his confidence? Not in himself. He had his ability to communicate, or even his ability to, or his capabilities as a fighter. He put his confidence in the Lord, the God of angel armies, the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. He knew this battle was ultimately the Lord's victory, would only come by the Lord's hand and not his own. If you're relying on your own strength, your own strategy, or even your own skills today to defeat giants in your life, you'll be fearful maybe, you might be anxious, you might be unsure. But if you put your confidence in a very large God who will fight giants for you, you will win the day. Here's 5 more reasons that David believed that he had about courage. He wrote them in the Psalms. The Psalms are a giant temple of amazing encouragement. And it also shows you that David was very human. But here are 5 very quick, just to encourage you as we close out the series. Psalm 18:39, for you have girded me up with strength for battle, for you have subdued under me those who ran and rose up against me. Psalm 27:14, wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord. Psalm 31:14, be strong and let your heart take courage. All your hope is in the Lord. Psalm 138:3, on the day I called, you answered me. You made me bold with strength in my soul. And Psalm 23:4, I left this last on purpose because it's one of the most quoted Psalms and quoted even texts in human history. Psalm 23:4, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and staff, they comfort me. The rod and the staff, by the way, are shepherds' tools. Yet David equates the rod and the staff, not his rod and staff, but God's, because they help guide and protect David, just like David used the rod and the staff to protect the sheep. I don't know what giants are intimidating or threatening you today, but I do know God has given you these 5 smooth stones of commitment, of courage, of communications, of capability, and of confidence to go out and face them as you begin this week. And remember, it only took 1 stone to bring down Goliath. Please add your comments down below or anything you want to offer to keep the discussion going. If you are fearful, if you're troubled, if you're concerned, please text, call, or instant message me, and we'll start to address those individually and behind the wall. If you need to talk to somebody, call the office. We're there to help you, to equip you, and to meet your needs. And I appreciate you listening to me during this series on what it took to bring down your giants and facing giants. And I'll see you next week in a new series. You take care. Blessings. Bye-bye.